Welcome back, my rogues. Today's question is, what is your favorite movie and why? Hope you enjoy, and check me out on Instagram. Spirited Away. That movie is beautiful in every single way. The music, the animation, the characters, the story, it's a magical experience. It brings you back to your childhood, to those simple summer days when we didn't have responsibilities. It's simply an amazing movie. Emperor's New Groove. It's hilarious and it breaks the fourth wall in amusing ways. Inglourious Basterds. Hans Landa is one of the best villains I've seen in a movie. I just watched The Princess Bride earlier today, and it was amazing. It's got just the right mix of action and comedy. The dialogue is hilarious, the fight scenes are genius, and the framing device is just right. What We Do in the Shadows. It's so funny, and all the vampire jokes make me burst out laughing every time I've watched it. The spin-off TV show is also really good. Inception. I love the score. Amelie. It's a beautifully shot, feel-good film. It has a wonderful story with amazing actors, not to mention how wonderful the OST is. Back to the Future. It was my stay-at-home sick from school movie. Now as a grown-up I know I'm an introvert and everyone in my family was extroverts, and so this experience was particularly important to me because it was my only alone time. Back to the Future didn't just comfort me when I was sick. It helped me learn important lessons about life and myself. Pulp Fiction. The absurdity and the dialogue are fucking amazing. Jojo Rabbit instantly became one of my top 3 favorite movies the night I saw it. They really balance the joy and laughter of childhood with very heavy and horrifying realities depicted throughout the film. The Fifth Element. The film was so immersive in creating such a gritty yet fun future that was so over the top. The characters and dialogue were memorable and plot was a ton of fun. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Just because it's so outlandishly funny. Are you suggesting Coconuts Migrate? The Princess Bride because it has fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, miracles. No Country for Old Men. Every character in the film is perfectly cast and the acting and writing is superb. Goodfellas. I had never watched until a few months ago, but I had been missing out. The story, the camera work, the music, it's all so good. The Shining. Just a great atmospheric descent into insanity. It plays well as either a psychological thriller or a classic ghost story. I just get sucked into the overlook when I watch it. Really feels like you're there with the Torrances slowly losing your own mind. And all the conspiracy theories surrounding it, while kinda dumb, make it a fun watch too. In Bruges. The dark comedy. The European charm. The ending. A nose for Ralph Fiennes. Youre an inanimate fucking object. Everything really. It's the perfect movie. Hot Fuzz. No. Scott Pilgrim. Wait. Baby Driver. Damn it, Edgar Wright. You are a genius. The Usual Suspects. Every time I watch it I catch something new that gives clues to the ending. Kiki's Delivery Service. I think that it really spoke to me when I was younger. The fact that Kiki gets to go out and try on her own and build independence all while still having a safety net that she creates. Plus, Gigi is adorable. I love the movie Iron Giant, it's just so good. The Thing. Such rich and practical effects and a great cast. Star Wars. Not Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, just Star Wars. The movie I saw in 1977 when I was 11. And then multiple times later. I saw the sequel in 1980. Then Jedi, and was lucky enough to attend a press screening of Episode 1 before the general public got to see it. Well, lucky is a relative term. Let's say fortunate. I also got to see the other prequels at press screenings, to much smaller audiences. Anyway, the original is still the best. It spoke to me because I was like Luke, her kid in a small town with not much hope of leaving to do something else. The idea that I could not just leave, but go on to save the entire universe was pretty appealing. Did I go on to save the universe? No, but I left my small town and became more than I ever thought I'd be. I just watched the DVD a couple days ago. Still love it. Either Clerks or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Clerks because it's just good fun. I can watch it anytime, no matter what mood I'm in, and enjoy it. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind because it's just a beautiful fucking movie in every sense. The Prestige. Every time I watch it, I notice something different. Good Morning Vietnam. I was learning English and deciphering Robin Williams puns and machine gun comedy was my ultimate challenge. Watched that movie more than 50 times over the years. 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's unlike any other. Forrest Gump. Aside from all the great one-liners, it's a wonderfully heartfelt movie that brings out so many feelings. Godfather. It is the perfect film. The scene in the hospital where Michael protects his father may be my favorite scene of all timers. Well, it lives up to the hype. Coco. Because it represents the Mexican culture so well and it's such a beautiful movie with one of the best and tear-jerking endings I've seen. Also the music slaps. Casino. Just so badass. Big Fish was a really good movie and it had Danny DeVito. Your Name. Because I'm still crying when I watch it. Also Happy Cake Day. Inception. It's so good. For so many reasons and I'm sure someone out there can sum it up much better than I can, but after watching it fully and processing all the events multiple times over, I got this surreal feeling that reappears after even just listening to the main theme of the movie. I don't know if what I said makes sense, but that's the most accurate description I can give of watching that movie. If you haven't seen it by now, I would definitely recommend it. Mad Max Fury Road. It's just pure, simple action from start to beginning with very little CGI crap. Also, you've seriously got to look into how they made it. Every one of those vehicles actually drives and is a piece of art in itself. An American Werewolf in London. I really can't explain why I love it as much as I do. The whole premise is just so interesting and fun. The characters are likable, the soundtrack is awesome and the practical effects are still fantastic 39 years later. It's the perfect blend of horror and comedy. Also, as someone who has spent a good amount of her lifetime in creepy, yet quaint pubs and villages in rural England, the opening scenes just feel so real and oddly personal. Highly recommend this film. Knives Out is definitely my favorite. I'm really into mystery and that type of stuff, so I just really loved it. Shrek. No comments. The Big Lebowski because it is funnier every time I watch it. I love Hunt for the Wilder People. It's just so wholesome and hilarious, I just live it. I don't think I could summarize it well, but the characters are great and it's just really good. Joker. I know that it sounds very cliché, but I don't care. There is something that really clicks with that movie with me. Something about the cinematography, music, acting. Personally, my dream job is to be a filmmaker and it just hit hard for me. Even if the dialogue was the whole movie is imperfect. And to me, that makes it even better. The ending is satisfying but at the same time a mystery. Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips killed it. The Shining is my favorite. Melancholia by Lars von Trier is a close number 2. It's a masterpiece. Baby Driver. The soundtrack matches with the plot and action of each scene so well. The songs chosen are also the samples for popular songs which matches the main character backstory so well. Seriously recommend it to everyone. The Lion King. I was 2 when we saw it in the theater on opening day and I still remember that viewing. I remember being absolutely blown away by it and wanting to see it again immediately after. I still love that movie. Seven Samurai. I've recently watched it and absolutely loved it. The Shining. I love the acting, the camera work in the hotel, and the feeling of panic dread it gives off. Great party. ISNT it. Rush Hour. Little Miss Sunshine. It's an amazing movie, because it are real movies with real emotions with real problems.
Hope you liked this video. Stay frosty my rebels.